So the next one is a PS4 guy. Look at him. PS4, he is a 4165 Lucio. Name is JoeBro. It's a JoeBro. Let's see how good he does.
You got keyboard and mouse?
What?
I wish.
I do, but
And it looks like this is old Lucio.
if I got a keyboard and mouse, I'm only playing Ryan.
So it'll be a bit different from the new Lucio. Not too different, but definitely still a little bit different.
Good thing they have no mercy. How they deal with him, Mike?
My shield's half. It's about to break. My shield's down. I put it down.
Now the main Lucio problems are only looking at yourself, like only worrying about what happens to yourself. Too much skating on the walls, that's another one.
They're hard goal, they're hard goal.
Kill Lucio, kill Lucio.
Kill her, Mercy, she's gonna have res.
I kill Lucio, kill Lucio. Oh, I'm dead though.
No, they have
I think we played that one okay. That's hard. I mean, they were all on point. It's not like you can do much more damage-wise.
Or are you just the better Anna?
And did they run a dive comp?
Okay, then go Anna.
No, they didn't. They just got on top of your guys' ass right away. Yeah, I mean, 2 kills is gold, so, yeah, your team just faltered. Oh, I know, Potato. I know this is before the change.
But we have Nano Blade and Estus.
It doesn't matter. They'll wipe it once, but then they're ready, and boom, that's another fight.
So the Mercy's up top. There's probably someone that she followed up there, so be wary of someone doing something up there. I guess the Genji could have ran up and then came back down, but... just remember that there's a high chance it's gonna happen.
Genji's gone for Mercy, Genji's gone for Mercy. Soldier's flanking.
And... whoa! This is one of those games that feels bad. I understand. I think you're actually playing quite well right now. Since they crushed you so hard on the first point, they had an ult advantage, and they clearly used that ult advantage to take the second point.
Let's contest, let's contest.
We can't. We have no character, to contest.
You think all this wall riding he's doing will help in the Lucio change? Wall riding is definitely a skill you need to be good at as Lucio. But it's not the only thing Lucio does. A lot of people treat it as that's what Lucio does. Wall riding in the current patch, like, it definitely helps. That was a great barrier, by the way. When anyone's getting Reinhardt charged, it's usually a good barrier because it's gonna save them.
She already read.
Good, you killed the guy that was overextended from his res. Now you can move on in. Alright, that was a good hold. No, I think you did everything well there. Back to wall riding. Like, wall riding's important because obviously with the new speed boost and everything that he gets, wall riding around to help different parts of the party are really important. Right, because he's more active, you need to be good at wall riding to get around, and, you know, just generally it's like that. Using these boops, I think he's doing it correctly, right? He's trying to break up formations with the boops, and not just going for environmental kills over and over and over. But I understand that you want to because... well, you got 2 kills now, so you should have somewhat of a good advantage.
How is this road holding?
We can bring this off, come on.
Reinhardt's here. My shield's about to break.
There you go. Good, yep. You saw your guys were a little bit low health, so you went to top them off. That was... did he get someone? Oh, he still got the hog. It was a very good attempt at attempting to break up whatever follow-up he was doing with the charge.
Oh, I died right
You
when you
won,
did
you
that.
won!
They're too spread.
So far, I mean, I know you're losing really bad. You're definitely trying your damnedest.
Oh, just swing. Just swing. Die, bro, die.
Good job on the Genji.
Genji is good.
Oh my god.
Well, she can't res the Genji, so that was a good boop kill. But she resed everyone else.
Get on payload, get on payload.
Lucio dead?
No! She punched me in my neck!
I got killed.
There's two down, let's down, both supposed to down. If we can stop for a couple more seconds.
Why don't we have any heals? Why don't we have...
Get on point, just get on point.
I did. Get on point.
Oh, that's a rough one to lose. I think you played really well. I would have 0 corrections on that one.
Took it down a lot of times.
Positioning, you were fine. The worst I could say is like you don't have to stay on the payload. Your team was fighting enough around it. You being on the payload is just another target. I know on this patch it was a 30-meter radius for your heal, and the new one it's 10-meter.
I mean, do we have...
So you'll have to be a little bit closer, but even in the new patch, I still would be wary of always jumping on the cart if your team can hold the cart themselves.
I can't play Zarya.
Also, because you're on defense, you get no bonus for being around it.
I want a really good Zarya.
But overall, really good play.
Oh, one trick still.
Your boops broke formation. You got a decent amount of environmental kills.
Switch right away.
Yeah, I think you did well.
They're gonna play back. Yeah, they're playing back.
I think these are one of the tough games when you're supports, and you're playing very well, but
Top right.
you are somewhat dependent on you are dependent on your team, not somewhat.
Maze one.
Yeah, switch the soldier. Alright, fine.
Aiming's overrated.
Well, good shooting while jumping.
I'm on Zarya and...
I'm right.
That was a very good speed boost. That was an extremely good speed boost. That you amped it up on them, like as... it's much like when someone bigger than you tries to... So, a little bit of life advice. When anyone bigger than you tries to fight you, and they look for that wince. They look for you to go, eh. And as soon as you give them this inch, that's when they go in. That's what they're looking for. If someone goes like this and you just get in their face right away, they're going to back up. They're going to be like, oh, fuck, that's not an easy target. I got to do something else. That's how you got to play Lucio. As soon as the enemy goes like this a little bit, you speed boost your entire team on top of them just to fuck them up. Just take them out completely. Yeah, so, I mean, very good move there.
We can get on point so we can get it before the maze spawns. Okay, maze got bad spawn.
Yo, Simon.
I should have you.
And then Lucio's job of pushing the cart.
I'll go heal if you want. Actually, never mind.
He's still discorded.
Wow, your team's pulling through on that one. Holy crap.
Nice, good job. That's a good
Yo,
stagger.
one person on payload. Everyone come sprinting up. Like, play like rogue. Come on. One person on payload. Come on.
The fuck did that guy say? Play like what?
Nice, good job. That's a good
Yo,
stagger.
one person on payload. Everyone come sprinting up. Like, play like rogue. Come on. One person on payload. Come on.
Play like what? He says play like pro or play like Chro?
Back up.
Huh. I don't know what he said there. That's weird. I think he probably said play like pro. Rogue? Oh, play like rogue. Gotcha.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Play like Chro? What the fuck? That makes no sense here. Does that guy know my play that well? Not that famous.
Press up again.
Don't, or Lucio's contesting payload. Lucio's contesting payload. Winston, can you jump back and help me?
Hey, res.
We can't push up. These fights are meaningless. Okay, they're on the payload now. I'm dead.
So there's always two ways to look about this. So he was saying like, hey, you gotta push off. We have to kill this Lucio to push the cart. He says the fights are useless if we can't push the cart. While true in a philosophical sense, like, yeah, if a payload never gets to the end, you can never win. The truth is, you could just take, since they have two people on the cart, abandon the cart, kill the other team in a 4v6, and then go back to the cart, kill them 6v2, and then push the cart. If they're so hellbent on holding the cart, then just leave it. Don't allow your tension of the cart to impede you. We don't got to go over how to catch a monkey again, but again, don't let your own tension keep you there.
Okay, if we can get faster, this choke we got the game.
Discord that soldier. Discord that soldier.
Speed this on, speed this on.
Okay, they Zend ult. Or you Zend ult.
Soldiers behind us, soldiers behind.
He's waiting for that. Okay, yep.
Soldiers still behind.
Man, you guys didn't get as much as I thought from those ults. I think what your decision making there was correct. You knew the soldier behind was going to ult. You waited for the Zen ult to be up, and then you Lucio ulted so you wouldn't overlap them. That's the correct decision.
Just call some discords, man. They have a Reaper now.
I'm gonna use my ult right now, and I'm going to go far up.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Dive, dive, dive.
Okay, good. You call it the dive.
Behind Discord. Behind dead. Soldier and Reaper behind everybody.
Reaper behind, Reaper behind.
What's a Reaper doing in the game? Get out of here, Reaper.
I'm on Reaper. I'm on Reaper.
Right here, ulted me.
Mercy's one, Mercy's one.
Right here, dead.
So annoying. Y'all mercy, guys.
Oh, jeez, ulted me.
Fair, ulted. Reaper's behind us.
Mercy's up top.
That mercy.
Reaper's up again? I thought he died.
She's not even good. She just has a fair that she can fly to.
Shocks go soldier.
No fire, don't hit them.
So the res got your team again. I think you played that pretty well.
Yeah, but I'll do
Just calling the speed boost on the dive. You did get I think 2 or 3 kills from the dive,
No, but I wanted
which is great. You guys just couldn't get the key picks of the Mercy. And then I would never leave it to the damn. Farrah died in one shot there.
Reaper's up top, Reaper's up top. Charge him, up top left.
Yeah, if you can push him down.
I got 2 picks. I got 2 picks.
Perfect.
Discord, I'm pushing. Discord. Zara half.
I got the Mercy. No.
Oh! Well, that's a mistake. I don't even have to correct you on that one. You probably knew exactly what you did wrong before you thought about it.
Our fair is getting really nice double.
Thought Chro was playing Lucio. Nope!
Just their DPS is playing better than. Oh no, man, I don't think. Okay, you should be fucking yo.
Discord.
Oh, fuck. Then you are Zen. You are Zen.
Okay, Mercy's gone. Now you guys can push up.
Discord. Don't kill him. Okay, he's up top.
You have to win this fight, boys. Reaper, top right, I think. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's jumping down.
That was a good boop. That could have been a game-saving boop right there.
Discord.
Body blocker?
Mercy's behind.
Yeah. Good. And Farrah got the Mercy. Perfect.
No, dude. Sure, you have to go big, man. pushing it faster.
Reaper died. Now you're playing fucking fantastic. The greatest thing about these other environmental deaths, even if Mercy did have res, she actually can't get them back. Yeah, I think you're doing. I mean, you're doing phenomenal.
Oh, that was such a nice wall by that man.
Nice job.
Okay, we didn't get overtime.
What I said.
We didn't get overtime at least, so that's okay.
We're only gonna have.
Yeah, we're only gonna have a minute.
Yeah, like that was there's not much to correct here.
Soldier, I mean, but it's hard with Zarya.
Like honestly, you're playing like a rock star. I think as Lucio's go, you're doing as much as you can at the level you are. I mean, you're definitely playing 4K type level shit. I think your speed boosts are on point. Your healing seems to be on point. Obviously, a lot will change with the new patch.
Okay.
Well, not the new patch. It's kind of the old patch now. Oh, you got hooked. Oh, okay. The Reaper. Reaper again. Man, what a crazy...
Don't go down now. Don't go bottom. Don't go bottom. No, it's already. Don't go bottom.
Timing's overrated.
We have to stay grouped up because if they have a hog, they'll punish.
Get 30 seconds.
Alright guys, can we start going?
So yeah, you gotta...
We have one push now. We could have had another fight if we just went straight to point.
You ready?
Okay, at least you got your team with you.
That's two down. That's two down.
So the Mercy... Good. Okay. You definitely... I think you're looking for the Mercy to boop her just to get that little extra damage out there. Reaper's up top. That doesn't matter. I would actually look for the Mercy to see if you can boop her.
All we have to do is stay on point.
Okay.
Dan and Lucio, stay on point. All right.
I always get so nervous right when that cat points. I'm like, I know there's gonna be a Mercy right around the goddamn corner.
100% on point. Dan, you can come up a little bit.
Is this a little less relevant now since Lucio for that huge update? Yes and no. You can still see what a Lucio's good and bad at without the update. Right, because it's not like Lucio's got completely changed and they all suck because of the new update, right? It's just...
Oh no, we gotta use ult, use ult, use ult. You gotta use ult now to win the fight. Go for that tracer. I'll be coming in with ult. You gotta get a big sword, try to get that Mercy.
So you probably want to, yeah, stick on heal right now, try to get your ult up as fast as possible.
She got one, she got two, I mean,
Reaper's low, Reaper's low. Reaper was killed.
The Wombo. So that's all I would... The only critique I really had is speed boosting around there when everyone's fighting melee or close to, like, within 10 meters. You may want to hold on, like, keep healing.
Up top, or if they're here.
One of our players.
Right, and you switch to Mercy.
I fixed.
Mercy's behind.
They're not doing it back.
Man, Mercy's regen's ridiculous. So I think this is a good switch on when you like this is you have to hold this first point. That's all there is to it. I do think Mercy is a little bit better at that than Lucio.
Call everything, so if a tracer's behind
Are you running solo healer?
you by yourself and you can
Yeah, you're running solo healer too. Yeah, okay.
Genji's going for Telly, Genji's going, they're going for Telly, they're going for Telly.
where is it?
Symmetra, where's your Telly?
Alright, good shit. Good shit, Safi.
Yeah, as solo healer, you can't do it as Lucio. Way too dangerous.
Teleporter's under attack, teleporter's under attack. Yo, next time you get TP, put it close to us. Tracer's right side.
Yep. The whole thing with Mercy is trying to min-max.
Okay, they're all back up, kill them now. Their whole team's away. Kill them now.
Remember, damage is only applied on attack, like when the attack hits.
Tracer behind. Tracer behind.
Genji's behind, Genji's behind. I need help,
Doing a good job at being nimbly. All nimbly bimbly.
Oh no, she put right into that. Point shatter. I got their mercy.
I died, guys, I died.
Oh shit.
Oh, I couldn't res you.
I got her! Yes, let's go! I thought they have a hog.
Symmetra, are you gonna have Telly up?
So that was. It's always. That's a timing issue. You have to have the respawns in your head if you want to go at them. But you guys still held, so that's very good. That's a yep, perfect. Genji's ult was still going on, but it wasn't a bad idea.
You have to put TP down. Oh my god, the Genji just killed everyone. Yeah,
I'm at 92%.
Yeah, we're gonna need that TP.
'Cause I mean that did save you. It did res 2 people. I mean that was the correct decision. If you waited any longer, you were still going to die. I think at the time, you have to assume Genji's just not going to kill your entire team.
We're gonna go into overtime, so what we need to do is just wipe them once. That's it. Wait, where's Teleporter? Where's Teleporter?
It's up top, right.
Why would you put it up there, my guy?
It doesn't matter, If it's a bad spot, they won't search for it.
Let's go in. Let's wipe them.
Oh, he ulted, he ulted.
Is that Reinhardt? Oh, sneaky Reinhardt.
I died. Behind you.
This is actually a good game. This is tense as shit. Yep, stay with your Pharah probably. Stay in the air, stay mobile. Yep.
We're coming. We're talking TP. Someone kill their mercy in the back. Come on, we should
This is
do this.
you're actually doing very good as Mercy right now.
God damn it. Get a good chatter, man.
I got 2. I got 3 in there.
Lucio down. I have ult when I come back.
This is good for yeah, you're being very evasive. Nothing.
This is huge.
I got pin. Any heals.
I got their for him.
Jesus Christ.
I have Gravitron.
Did you get their Mercy? Alright, you got her. And you get it. That was good, man.
Oh my god.
I built up 2 reses in that last fight.
Dude, that was definitely damn good.
I got 2. What's it called? Red shatters.
That was everyone
Oh
did
my
good. That was
gosh.
amazing.
The problem is I don't have much to critique. Yeah, this is where Genji went fucking nuts. Yeah, even after res, he still got 3 kills. That sucks. Yeah, so the question is what to critique? Yeah, that Mercy play was legitimately spot on. Like, this is something, like, this is very hard to critique. I won't even critique the Mercy play. That was spot on. There was nothing I could tell you, even consider to look at, because I believe you're doing the correct moves. As the Lucio, I mean, you were the main things I look for Lucios are skill in wall riding, and them just not wall riding, like focusing on wall riding over focusing on wall riding. You're still making your shots while wall riding. You were still using boop to not just get environmental kills, and you weren't really fishing for environmental kills. Every now and then you tried it, but I think it's because your team was in a desperate place and you needed to get them. But you were using Boop to disrupt formation and to get rid of to mess up Reinhardt's charges. Like these are perfect examples of what to use Boop for. I think you're switching between health and speed correctly, like as best as I could tell. I think medals matter as long as you're taking them out the target. No, don't worry about medals at all. But as Lucio, yeah, like the only thing that I was like semi-critiquing is when you were staying on the cart on defense in overtime, your team was staying on the cart, so you didn't have to be on there, and if you're on there, that just makes a juicier target for any AoE abilities. And they had Farah, they had Reinhardt, they had Zarya. So also they had a Hog. So just like throwing out a hook in that general vicinity, it has a lot higher potential of getting hit. So yeah, I think you did. There's nothing really to say. Action, it was on point, dude. Accuracy. Your accuracy was good. And your accuracy while wall riding was good. Your wall riding was good. That was check plus. Your positioning was fine. Yeah, there's nothing to correct position-wise. And the thing is to correct position on this one right now is a little rough because the Lucio change came out. So his positioning, the one thing that does change with Lucio is the positioning now, because you have to be closer and with your team. But you weren't doing the stupid stuff I see like at 3500 and below where they're just wall riding for the fuck of sake of wall riding. Logistics, so this is skill usage and decision making. It was on point. All of your speed boosts were perfect. Or more perfect. I mean, it was good. Information-wise, you didn't get surprised by anyone. The only thing information-wise that I would tell you is when you were fighting Lucio versus Lucio on the cart, do not allow your tension of the cart to get the best of you. They flanked with Farah Lucio on the cart. That means you should put all 6 against their 4 and kill them. And then take a 2v6. Yeah, if they're holding the cart that much, just go and help your team. That's the best piece of information I could tell you. Also, the bit where you're on the cart when your team was on the cart is already. It just makes it an easier target. At this time, you had 30 meters, and right now you have 10 meters, so you don't have to be on the cart. You're not as nimbly-bimbly as you think. You can still die on the cart. If they have AoE, it's just asking to get beaten. That's really, I mean, this is the thing. As soon as I start critiquing Grandmasters, it's less about action, it's less about position and logistics, it's more about information and tactical decisions like this. But positioning can always be improved on, to be honest. Actually, everything can be improved on. But yeah, those are the main 2 things that I would have to critique on them, because I sure as hell can't critique any of this right now. Yeah, I mean, it was an extremely good job. Yeah, good job. There's a question. Would you say the Lucio changes would make wall riding for the sake of wall riding is beneficial now? No, it actually makes it less beneficial. I mean, there were people that would ride around Route 66 on the mountains, and they would still be able to heal their teammates, because 30 meters is huge. Now if you're wall riding for the sake of wall riding, like, you're just healing no one. Have I ever thought about having guest experts to do a review with you just to get another perspective? No, these are rather like impromptu, on the spot. If I ever did like a professional review, I would have to get the professional player with me, and I would have to go through what he thought, because that's the only way to get really like honest opinions of what happened. Because it's so easy for an analyst to say, "Oh, this guy did something stupid here. He should have been over here." The truth is, I gotta go, "Hey man, what did you think over here?" And he's like, I thought X, Y, and Z. And I'd go, okay, that's why I would prioritize that target as well. So let's take a step back and let's see why you thought X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, why would you have think X, Y, and Z? And he's like, well, this happened, and this happened, and this happened. And then we could diagnose this step before the step. And that's logistics, right? That's literally how I would use this in a very vague term. Where, like, oh, you went after X instead of Y. That's your action. Well, because I thought X was going to do, you know, Z and Q. Well, why'd you think Z and Q? Well, I thought Z and Q because of this. And, like, you just keep going down. Right? I went this way because of based on this information. It's like, all right, we have to fix this information for you to make different logistics, for you to be in a better position to kill this guy at secondly instead of firstly. That's what happens when you get to a high-level review. But yeah, you know, it was good review. It was actually a great game. It was actually enjoyable to watch. If there's no other questions, we can go on to the last review.